What's up, y'all? I'm Emmanuel Butts, and this is The Calling Collective, where we talk life, faith, calling, and introduce you to people with various paths and callings so you can better understand and discover yours. Y'all, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the show. I'll see you guys. All right. Here we are. What's up, guys? It's your friend and found Emmanuel Butts. Here we are with some very special people. We got Nomar and Nyla.
Yes.
Nomar and Nyla Proctor. They are together, all right?
Yeah.
And they're married. And it's just beautiful. Let me introduce my boy Nomar. He's from PG County, the DMV. You want to throw no songs in there?
No.
All right. He's an officer in the Coast Guard. He's currently in flight school. He's been in flight school for a minute, so it was pretty long. So how long?
Right now it's like a year and a half.
God dang. Oh my gosh. All right, but he's killing it. He's still in flight school, so good stuff. He's a freelance photographer, ECSU alum, Elizabeth City State University, very great school. All right. Loves to fish, cook, he fragrance collects, and that's just a couple of his hobbies, but a great guy. Then we got Nyla. I mentioned it's Nyla Harris, but now you're Nyla Proctor. I love the name change. From Camden, North Carolina. She's an officer in the Army. She's currently an aide de camp, so it's like basically like an aide to a high-ranking officer. And it's just like your go-to guy, all right? And by trade, she's human resources manager and very fashionable. We see the shirt. What are these trees and castles?
Yes, it's like a little forest scenery.
Okay, yeah. So we got a little forest scenery, She's fashionable. All right, loves to read, loves talking with her family and friends. When we talk about the podcast, she's like, I'm like, nah, what are we talking about? She said, I love to talk about everything. So that's Nyla for you. All right. Y'all, so for today, for this or that, tell me about the movie that y'all brought up.
The movie that we just watched this past weekend was, what was it called? Leave the World Behind. Yeah. It was a little bit about, I don't want to give too much away if you haven't already seen it.
Okay.
But it's like, if the world were to go all the internet out, like we don't have anything.
Okay. Is that the main thing? Just no internet? Like, is that the...
Pretty much. It's like a cyber hack.
Oh, I thought it was like internet, like food, like everything.
Well,
or is it basically just internet?
They was blocking the road, so you couldn't.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So it's like a cyber hack.
That's probably gonna happen.
Ooh.
No.
We want to talk about if that actually happened, would we be able to survive? Would you be able to survive? Would you? Because I would be able to survive.
I think it'd be uncomfortable because it's not what you're used to. But that's why I feel like hunting and knowing how to do that stuff is important. Because I wish I knew how to skin a deer. I do know how to fish, but I don't know how to skin a deer and stuff. So
YouTube. Oh dang, YouTube gone.
Yeah, I probably like the bow and arrow type hunting. That'd probably be smart too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think you survive?
I think so, man.
What'd you do? I don't know.
I mean,
You some fish.
yeah,
you
can
can
fish, start a fire,
Yeah.
find some shelter.
You know start a fire?
Yeah.
Dang.
You gonna learn.
The Coast Guard, read it.
We need to get on the discovery shows. We
You
have
can
to
start
survive.
studying.
in the wild.
And then they said, okay, maybe that's a little government-y, but then they said, Barack and Michelle.
Yes, they are executive producers of the film.
Why did they produce it?
I have no idea.
That's
I
kind
didn't
of
look into
that's
that.
really random.
They endorsed it because we looked up the difference between a director and an executive producer. And the director, they carry out the creative vision.
Yeah.
But the executive producer is the financial backbone.
So that means they
of the
definitely
film.
support what's going on here.
So they know something that we don't.
Well, now we know it.
We know we do. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, for real though. But they know. Okay, let's get off this. But with the Simpsons, they're always predictive. It's kind of like that. I feel like it's predictive with programming.
Gotta take some classes, y'all.
I need to learn how to fight too. Have you done that? Like martial arts?
I'm boxed.
I thought you did something. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna know.
We got you.
All right, y'all. But today we're gonna talk about sacrifices. All right, because this would Nyla forced me to talk about this. We're gonna talk about sacrifices, but specifically we're gonna get into marriage. We're gonna talk about their story. And so y'all, let's just get into it. How'd y'all meet? And what was that like?
Tell the story.
I mean, we met a couple different times.
We did.
Okay.
I was taking pictures on campus one day for free, and she popped up on the door. What was this? She's like, "Can I take a picture?" He said, "Okay." I was going to look at my business out there, so you know, I took her picture. I didn't think much of it. Saw her in a party again. Didn't think much of it. Took that picture, and then.
Wait, were you thinking much of it?
So the time we took our picture in the party, I didn't know. It was kind of dark. It was like an all black party thing. But then, I believe I was having lunch with Nomar, and he introduced me. He was like, "Oh, Sky, you know, it's a firefighter. He had on a firefighter shirt." Yeah, and then he was like, "Hey, this is, you know, Nyla." I didn't think he heard me say anything because then I was like, "Well, Mom, I think I'm talking to him. He did not really know something like that." And then he came back, and then he was like, "Oh, here's my Twitter."
Is that when you were interested?
I mean, no,
or you're just kind of like
feeling it out, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So then I followed him on Twitter, and he was not following me back. And it took a couple days. And I was on the way to a Chancellor's Ambassador walking across campus with my big book bag. And he asked me, he was like, "Hey, you alright?" I already seen him a couple times, so I was like, "Yeah, sure." So we had a little conversation in the car, and then on the way there, he was just like, talking to everybody. I'm like, "Why you want to know?" And then he was like, "I like what I see." And then
that's what he said? Oh, what? That's a killer. Shoot is so shooting. Yo, that's a lot. I'm like,
and then I had to do a little spin because I was grinning ear to ear.
A spin in the car?
He was like, no, I got out the car. Because we had got there already. And then he was just like, what did you say?
You say you only follow me back once.
I did. I'm from it. And then he was like, "You know what? Get Twitter. Put your number in my phone." Then I did just that.
This man a killer, bro.
Here we are today.
Yo, I didn't know you was a shark like that. Blood in the water. That's good, man. That's good stuff. Okay, that's what's up. All right. Did you, when she got in the car, that's when you knew you moved, or when you pulled up?
Yeah, you know, actually, if she needed a ride, we started talking about. We still don't know what we talked about.
It was genuine conversation.
You know, like where the police station was.
Yeah.
And like where Chancellor Building is.
Okay.
It was a very short ride.
Yeah.
It was a great conversation. Whatever it was, yeah, I'll show you. So, after that, I felt more compelled to shoot my shot. It seemed something worth going after.
I was also on the way to a meeting to become the president of the Chancellor's Ambassador. That was that meeting. Yeah. So I guess maybe because I had something going for myself. Yeah.
You guys are both like ambitious people. Like not like opportunities like that. But like you guys get stuff done. All right. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh. All right. So what has that journey been like from that starting that dating? Like was it like bliss the entire time?
Of course, every couple's gonna have their ebbs and flows, and like when he said that, because he described himself as a realist. I was like, no, don't say that. We're gonna be good. But any relationship has like its challenges, and I think we work with them because we prioritize communication. Because being long distance, like we're still long distance, we have to find time to sacrifice. Maybe for me, sometimes it's sleep, but I don't mind because I like to stay up late. But like talking and driving, because it's 5 hours like every weekend.
So you guys hang out every week?
Yeah.
Do that.
We haven't really missed it unless I was traveling for work.
That's awesome.
Like, people would not know we live apart because we're always together.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, you told me like y'all live in different. I was like, I didn't know. I met sometime. But okay, talking about knowing, how did you know like this was who you want to be with first?
We'll go first.
You can go first.
Okay. I used some experience from my past relationships to kind of guide me on this journey. I think in a lot of those, I moved in, it's like head first, like, hey, I didn't really feel that person out, understand them to the extent that I needed to. So now that I took that slow, methodical approach, like even let's backtrack. So like when we were first talking before we were officially dating, like I was talking, feeling her out. She was like, she's like, "What you waiting on?" I'm like, I gotta trust this process because I already know what I did before.
Yeah,
So I'm trying to,
that's good.
repeat cycle. So, and throughout our 4 years, before getting married, that's my whole approach is trying to see every aspect of this person and, kind of correct paths where we need to. That way we know that we're compatible and work together as a unit.
That's how you be right, really, right?
Yeah. I mean,
real though.
pretty good.
That sounds like I didn't hear that process. Right? Awful.
Yeah.
But all right, what about you?
For me, I think it does help having, like, some people are like, oh, the first person you date, that's who you think you're gonna marry. That's how I was, but that process was like a little rushed. I didn't have like a lot of guidance, and that was like my first relationship. But I learned from that, knowing like what I deserve and what I need in a relationship. So meeting Nomar, I was just like, yeah. As soon as we started like talking, I was just like, yeah, this guy is great. Like, he opens the doors for me. He treats me like, I don't want to say queen because it's so, but like, he treats me like I'm his queen.
That's good.
And it was just things that it still is. Like, he still does those things. So it wasn't just like, let me reel her in real quick. Like, he still does that.
It's key.
Yeah, but I feel like too. I've experienced this a lot too. Like, basically, you'll date people and you want them to be like what you need, but they're not. And it's like, you should really date someone that is that without you having to even tell them, And it's like, and then when you find that, like, you're like, dang, I didn't know this was existing. I don't have to beg for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's awesome that you guys were able to find it. And then like to find it like so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's pretty good. So, all right. So when did y'all actually get married? Like, when was that?
That was about 6 months ago. June.
Okay, in June. All right. Yeah. All right. And did you feel like there was a difference from like what you guys have been doing, or pretty much like the same?
I wouldn't say. I mean, I think that it was, to me, kind of like a seamless transition because, like Nomar always says, we like to practice how we play. That way, like, because we are. Because
you're like courting. Like,
yeah. So was it like, we're just dating to see if we want to date around, like we're dating to marry. So
that's good.
Like it seemed like the
plan.
Right. Time wasting time. But so I think it's pretty much been the same. Like the level of commitment has definitely, like I wear this every day. If I'm not wearing this, I'm wearing my rubber band. Yeah. But it's like I know that I want him to be a part of me everywhere I go. And and I just have that constant reminder, like even when he's not with me, that we're together. Yeah.
Nomar, would you say there's a difference, or is it really like?
No, I mean, yeah, she pretty much did everything. Like I say, practice how we play. No, it's the next day. I didn't really feel like, oh my gosh, I'm married now. Like, I mean, it's nice, of course. Like, that's the goal, but it was like my whole world turned upside down. Like another day,
Because y'all have been
Yeah.
Okay. Is it okay? Here's not to be a Debbie Downer, but people always say like marriage is so hard, and like, is it? Would you say it's hard as, or do you think people have like the wrong people to do marriage?
I think you're gonna have your challenges regardless. It's all about how you choose to deal with them. That's the unit. I know before we were married, I felt committed to our relationship, but there's a different level of commitment when we're married. Like I told her the other day, wherever we go through, I feel like we have to make it work at this point, right? Like and I know what we're capable of and how we can work together. So, but when we were just dating, if we go back to like the 1 year mark or something, if something happened outrageous, I'm like,
that's true.
I can back out.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's going to be challenges regardless. So you just got to find a way to work through them. I think communication is key.
Okay. That's what's up.
Is marriage hard? I would say, getting through the world by itself is hard. But when you have the person that you can do almost anything with or anything with, and God on your side, like I feel like you can do anything.
Scripture insert.
Amen.
But 2 is better than 1.
Yeah.
2 is better than 1.
So I feel like, going through life with Nomar and creating our own path, like, because we don't want to, there's people that have probably maybe done something like super difficult, long distance and all that before, but each of us is unique in our own way and we're paving our own path. And I think we're able to do it together because we have those key, elements to make a relationship last.
I think so too. You guys are an inspiration. Even being like, I don't think you have that much younger than me, but like,
No.
I'm inspired. I am inspired.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so we're at the end, this flowed very well. This is awesome. So do you have anything you want to leave with anybody that potentially wants to be married? Amen. And then anybody's listening, like, maybe what they should expect or like, tips to make it work and to be successful.
I will say, so a quick story insert.
Okay.
At our wedding, we picked out our rings. He picked out my ring, customizing and all that. Beautiful, love it.
Beautiful ring too.
Thank you. So for his ring, we actually went in the jewelry store and I had him pick it out. But what I did do on my own was I wanted to inscribe something on it and for him to see on his wedding day, or on our wedding day. And
so he didn't know.
he did not
Oh,
know.
that's
So,
good.
so on the day of the wedding, we were sitting around like with our family and all that, and he told them like what I had. So I have the day that we started dating, which is April 30th, 2019, and I have First Corinthians 13:4, which is love and patient, love is kind, love does not envy, love is not boastful, things of that nature. And then his mom was like, "Oh my God, that's the verse, that's it." I was like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, when he was in preschool, he had to memorize that verse.
What?
I said,
Oh, that's like a God confirmation.
right. So they were like, what made you put that one inside the ring? And I said, like, anytime that he takes his ring off, like, just remember that love is patient and love is kind. Like, anytime that we have disagreements, or even if you're taking it off to wash your hands, whatever the case is, like, just take a moment and when you see that verse, just remember that we're going to have, our ups and downs. We're going to have our ebbs and flows, but we're here, we love each other, and, we have God on our side, so we'll make it work.
Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to clap. This is great. Oh, man. Nomar, you got anything? Or I know y'all 2 are 1, so if she said it.
Yeah.
Give a little gem out there. I think that a lot of people have to find pleasure in being uncomfortable. As weird as that may sound, because you're going to be placed in uncomfortable situations, whether it's
Real talk.
marriage, your job, a business you're trying to start or something, whatever else, whatever you're trying to better yourself. You got to find a way to be okay being uncomfortable, because all of my successes have came from being uncomfortable.
Real talk.
And I realized that, okay, so it's okay to not feel okay in this moment.
Yeah.
Going through OCS, flight school was very uncomfortable. College starting my photography, that was a challenge. I think carrying that mindset throughout any aspect of your life can get you pretty far. So that's pretty broad. You can use that how you want. But
yeah, okay, that's good stuff, yo. I know that being uncomfortable, it sucks for that moment, but like later on, you're like, dang, I'm glad I went through that.
Thank you. Aerosol.
Aerosol too?
I feel that way.
We in Tennessee, bro. This is aerosol.
Oh, you're right.
I can't say that too loud. Well, y'all, it's been a great show. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next time.